In every relationship, one truth emerges from the black mirror of human nature: value is power, and fear of loss is control. When people dread losing you, they submit to your emotional gravity. This is not love. It is leverage, meticulously engineered through perception and absence. The deeper they depend, the deeper you reign. At the heart of dark psychology lies one silent weapon: scarcity. By making your presence unpredictable, your attention becomes currency. When you're always available, your value dissolves into noise. But withdraw strategically, and suddenly, you're a rare whisper in a world full of shouting. The human mind fears uncertainty more than pain. Create controlled uncertainty. Let them wonder when you'll appear, when you'll text, when you'll care. That tiny spark of unpredictability plants an obsession. It keeps their thoughts circling around one question: what if they're gone for good? Most people crave validation. Withdraw it. Stop responding instantly. Let silence speak volumes. When others seek your acknowledgement and find an echoing void, their anxiety grows, not from what you say, but from what you withhold. It's the oldest manipulation, the silence that screams. Confidence, when genuine, radiates like heat in a cold room. Be comfortable in your solitude. When they sense that you don't need them, they begin to fear losing what they can't hold. Detachment isn't cruelty, it's currency in the psychological market of influence. Mirror their emotions, subtly, never predictably. If they're warm, be slightly cooler. If they withdraw, retreat further. Humans chase imbalance, not harmony. This dance of irregular rhythm keeps them wondering where they stand, provoking them to earn your warmth again. Reveal fragments of yourself, not the whole story. The unknown is magnetic. The more mystery you maintain, the more their mind tries to fill in the blanks. That curiosity becomes compulsion, binding them to your narrative, even when you're not present. Your tone, your gaze, your pauses, every microaction must suggest quiet power. Speak slowly, move calmly, as if time bends around you. Confidence under tension hypnotizes the anxious. The more they feel rushed, the more your stillness feels divine. Build emotional contrast, highs that feel euphoric, followed by sudden distance. Give warmth briefly, then retreat without warning. Their brain will chase the dopamine spike, associating your presence with relief and your absence with withdrawal. This is not affection, it's chemical subjugation. Subtle compliments can be more lethal than grand confessions. Offer validation rarely, then withdraw it quickly. The brain memorizes scarcity like a drug. They'll crave another hit, chasing the brief moments you made them feel seen. When they grow too comfortable, disrupt the pattern. Change tone, pull back communication, vanish briefly. They'll spiral, trying to restore balance. The fear of losing you doesn't bloom in consistency, it thrives in the shadow of sudden absence. Keep your boundaries rigid, even when emotions rise. The more unpredictable their access to you is, the stronger the psychological imprint becomes. People fear losing what they can't predict, especially when it feels just within reach but never fully attained. Confidence paired with subtle distance creates psychological dominance. Stand just apart in conversations, laugh less, observe more. Every gesture implies authority. They begin to recalibrate their self-worth through your approval, unknowingly giving you the power they're terrified to lose. Master emotional pacing, respond slower than expected. Pausing before replying creates tension. That tiny delay feels like judgment, forcing them to overthink every word. Suspense always makes the heart invest more than reason ever would. Silence can be sculpted into fear. In an age of constant connection, your intentional absence becomes thunder. When their message sits unanswered, every minute becomes a mirror reflecting their insecurity. Do not explain your distance. Clarity kills mystery. Let them fill the silence with their imagination. The more scenarios they invent, the deeper they entangle themselves in trying to decode you. Remember, fear stems from attachment. Make your energy feel irreplaceable. Be the calm in their chaos, the rare steady voice in noise. When they sense that no one else brings what you do, they hold tighter, terrified of release. Control perception through contrast. Show brief vulnerability, then return to composed strength. That fluctuation humanizes you, but keeps you just out of reach. The shift between your softness and distance weaves emotional addiction. Scarcity also applies to availability. Stop oversharing, stop updating constantly. Let absence create myth. The less they know, the more they imagine. And imagination always paints you grander than reality could ever define. Your currency is emotion. When you react too much, you devalue it. Speak when impact is certain. Let meanings linger, not multiply. Influence thrives in ambiguity, not in explanation. In moments where they try to provoke control, do not chase. The one who begs for clarity is always losing. Maintain calm authority. Emotional equilibrium frightens the insecure. They realize you cannot be shaken, and therefore, cannot be replaced. Understanding human fear requires respecting its roots: abandonment, rejection, invisibility. Tap those veins gently. By representing unpredictable acceptance, you make them confront what they dread most: irrelevance in your eyes. Control is not cruelty if wielded consciously. Empathy paired with power becomes influence, not destruction. Yet know this: when you make people fear losing you, they will obey their anxiety, not your affection. Withdraw attention from those who take it for granted. Indifference is the most expensive form of punishment. When they no longer have access to your energy, they begin to attribute divine worth to what was once ordinary. Do not argue. Disagreement pulls you down to equality. Instead, respond with silence or calm redirection. The person who refuses to engage owns the tempo of fear. You become the rhythm they can't predict. Mind manipulation is psychological gold. Make them wait for replies, appear at unexpected hours, vanish for days. Each reappearance resets their anxiety cycle, binding their emotions to your schedule. Restrict access, and people will assign meaning to your scarcity. You are teaching them that consistency belongs to the ordinary, while unpredictability belongs to the unforgettable. Show subtle self-improvement while absent. When they notice growth without their presence, they feel replaced by progress. The fear of irrelevance is more haunting than the fear of solitude. Sometimes, do the opposite of what's expected: call when they think you won't, ignore when they think you should. That unpredictability keeps the emotional terrain unstable, breeding creative dependency. Your restraint must look like strength, not avoidance. Maintain grace in detachment. The less emotional reaction you show, the more power your presence carries in silence. Frame your absence as personal focus, never punishment. The justification matters less than the effect. They will chase re-entry into your orbit, misinterpreting your calm as their failure to retain you. To make people fear losing you, become both comfort and challenge. The perfect blend of nurture and restraint keeps them perpetually curious, fearing the loss of both pleasure and pain. Remember, no one fears losing the replaceable. Cultivate uniqueness through silent excellence, the way you carry yourself, the way you choose stillness over noise. Distinction breeds attachment, attachment breeds fear. Every dynamic ends with awareness. Using fear to maintain influence is a dark craft, powerful, addictive, dangerous. To wield it ethically, one must know when to release, when to destroy the illusion before it destroys both. In the end, the deepest fear isn't of losing you, it's of losing the version of themselves that only existed when you were near. That is true control, born not from cruelty, but from psychological mastery. So remember this: the art of making people fear losing you is not about domination. It is about understanding the fragile structure of human attachment, one whisper away from obsession, one silence away from surrender. And as the final truth echoes in the dim corridors of the mind, those who control absence, control hearts. The greatest presence, after all, is often the one that is just out of reach.